Okay, so this is just to help you guys a little bit understand how coasters work. So in this lesson, it's called Flower Finder. You're going to learn how to use the coordinate plane to send your sprites to different locations. So you need to be able to identify the points of a coordinate plane. This is a picture of the coordinate plane. Each of these dash marks is a coordinate. You're going to use the pen down command to make your sprite draw a line like this. You're going to use a collision event to hide a sprite on the stage, and you're going to use the dot notation to move a sprite on the stage. All of these lessons here will teach you how to do that. So let's look at how this works. It says click run to see the example. So I'm going to click run. This is similar to the project you're going to be making, but you're going to use your initials. So this sprite glides to different locations on the coordinate plane, and then it picks up the flowers, right? That's our collision that's going to happen. We need to think about how is movement connected to code, and then you need to click finish and submit, submit and next to continue. So if we look, here's our stage. It's a field that makes the background. Our title of this code is rabbit, mostly because there's a rabbit there. Our image is the rabbit. We made the size of the rabbit pretty small so that it didn't take up the whole screen. Then we put the pen down, and then we told the rabbit to glide to different locations. So first was 7.6, and then he just went through all of these coordinates through here. We said if the rabbit, or the sprite, hits the flower, the hit sprite, then make the hit sprite disappear. Okay? So if we look at it again, we can see there's all the coordinates he's hitting, and then they disappear or hide. That's what you're going to do for your project. So I'm going to hit submit. I'm going to hit next. This lesson is teaching you how the coordinate plane works, and that might be confusing at first. So first we click run and follow instructions on the stage. This is the part that you guys aren't reading. So it's teaching you, this is a coordinate plane. Click here. This is a coordinate plane is formed by an x-axis that goes left and right and a y-axis. Then you click here. The x-axis is a horizontal and it runs from side to side. And the y-axis is a vertical line that goes up and down. The x and y-axis intersect right here. This is where they intersect. This is where the x-axis crosses the y-axis. And we call that 0, 0. That's the point of origin point. We name the points by their horizontal and vertical distance. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, a positive 4 for our x, and 1, 2, 3, a positive 3 for our y. So x equals 4 and y equals 3. So we click here to continue. Now try plotting the negative 3 and 2. This is where you guys aren't listening. It says click on negative 3. So you got to go on the x-axis, which is here, and you have to click on negative 3. And there it goes. Then it says count up by 2 and click on the intersection. 1, 2. There it is. Now it says click submit and next to continue. You have to make sure that you're clicking submit and then next. Now if you did not do it correctly, it would tell you. So it says click run. I did that. Follow the instructions on the stage to click the correct points. So it says negative 3 and positive 7. So I click on it. You get to answer 6 times. So it's going to show you 6 of them. When you're done, you're going to click submit and next. This one says, let's add a background to the stage. And it tells you, in the toolkit, find the stage. Notice the blue blocks that appear. Find the block labeled field. It's even outlined in orange. Drag it here. drag it to the code editor, click run, tells you good job, click submit, click next. Now we're taking the same directions and saying we can create a custom sprite. So we're going to highlight, it says copy this address. So we're going to highlight it. Remember, this one sometimes worked and sometimes doesn't. I'm going to Control C this, and I'm going to go to my sprite and browse an image and upload the sprite and put the URL there. Here's my preview, and I'm going to put Bunny. That's the name of my sprite. Now when I want to put Bunny in, I double click, close this, and here's my bunny. Right? Line 9 says here's, well, this is my bunny, but I clicked it twice, so I don't need this one. Okay? Now I want my stage to be first, so I'm going to put that there. So I have my stage and my bunny, and it says good job. So then I click submit, next, and I go on to the next one. Comments are part of the code that are not read by the computer. Commented lines start with the pound or hashtag sign, and they are gray. So here's our comments. Find the comment that says title and edit the title. So I don't want this to be called that. I'm going to call it Bugs Bunny. Now my title is Bugs Bunny. If you used a rabbit image, add rabbit after the title. Otherwise, title of the image. You can use rabbit. I'm using Bugs Bunny. So I click next. They tell me a good job, so I know I did it correctly. Okay? Now, under the word license, they want us to type this. But let's copy it and type this so it looks exactly like this. And then I click next. Now it's going to teach us how to set the size because our sprite is too big. So then you need to go through these setups, right? So if I go to actions and I look for set size, where's the set size? Set size, it's in orange. And it says to change it from this to this. And if I don't, if I change it to something different, watch what happens. Uh-oh, I didn't do it right. But it tells me what to change it to. So if I read, I can find it. Right? There it is. So this is your job to work through. All of them have the steps of what to do, and they don't take very long. Now, when you get to this end project, you get to take everything that you learned here and put it in a project. So it will look like this. This is an example. I like this one. Will it show us this one? No. So this one has a sprite, and it's moving to different coordinates to put in someone's monogram. And you'll do this. Oh, wait, you don't see that, do you? I gotta go like this. You'll do this project after you've learned how to do all of this. Apply the skills you learned. Okay? You might have questions. Follow the comments here. Set up your stage. Use the pen down. Draw your letter. And keep connecting points until you've drawn your letter. Okay? That's your job.